guys, so go back to my channel. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Story time, story time, story time, story time. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, if y'all can tell by the title, it's another story time, whatever. I'm trying to kick these bitches out. I'm trying to roll them out like a blizzy. Yeah, I'm trying to kick them out to y'all, keep y'all entertained or whatever, because I got story times for days. But make sure you guys go to my community page and go vote on some of my themes, my posts and stuff, because I'll be wanting to like let y'all know that I'm with the content that's coming soon. I want y'all to know, you know, and I want y'all to vote on what y'all want to see first. So yeah, go do that. Go do that right now. Don't X out this video though. Just swipe down and yeah. But anyway, let's get into the video. Thank you. But boom. So y'all, we're just gonna get straight into it. I ain't even finna keep y'all here too fucking long, bitch, because it really wasn't nothing, because it happened one time with that person or whatever. But it was just like, I think that was like was that the last time? I don't even think that was the last time. Maybe, but I done had some experiences on the other side or whatever, y'all. Yeah, I mean, it really wasn't like, I had more than one experience, but I'm just gonna talk about this experience, okay? Cool. Because she wanted it. I didn't initiate it, okay? So, well, she wanted me to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, well, damn. Let's start from the beginning. I'm gonna keep it cute, keep it short or whatever. So, boom. Make a long story short, me and this girl, I'm not even finna tell y'all her title in my life or whatever, because we ain't finna get too messy with it, you know what I'm saying? Because people might be watching me. If y'all are watching, please keep it cute. Thanks. But so boom. So me and this girl or whatever, we was in a session. We've been friends for a minute or whatever. We was good friends. You know, I never thought that about her. Never thought that, because, you know, I thought she liked what I liked. And, you know, I dipped and dabbles in that, you know what I'm saying, a couple times. Now that I'm thinking about it, it was more than, it was a couple times. And, you know, just not with her. I didn't think she was on that. I didn't think she was on that level or whatever. She was, you know, not as, you know, sexually fluent as the rest of us in the group or whatever. So, you know, I never thought about that. So one day we was all in the motherfucking session, bitch. We was all puff passing. You know how it gets. You know how it gets when we start playing truth or dare. We start like playing them fucking childish ass games. Sometimes I think about it. But at the time, you know, I was 17 or whatever. I was living, my life was just so different, man. When I think back on it, man, some of the stuff I done did, I was just like, girl, you did that. I actually did. So we were sitting in a group, in a session or whatever. It was me, her, I think 2 other girls was in and out, 2, 3 dudes or whatever was in the session as well or whatever. So they so fucking messy. They roommates with each other at this point in time. And, you know, we playing truth or dare. And they were just like, oh, they was being messy. I don't even know why they even got on that, because like we was on some other shit, like when we was, you know, saying our truths and our dares and stuff like that right there. So I guess she said truth or whatever, and then they was like, oh, is it true that y'all never messed around? I was just like, what? Or he said something like, it was something like, oh, is it true y'all never messed around? Or is it true that, you know what I'm saying, I don't know. They said some shit along the lines of that, and that's what got it motherfucking started. And I was just like, why the fuck they said? I was looking confused. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm aided. I'm like, what, Lee? Like, what's going on? Why would y'all even say that? Like, y'all meant for that. So she was just like, no, we not messing around. She was like, oh. They was just like, oh, so you don't have a crush on her. You ain't never thought about da 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 da. And then she was just like, well, she pondered on it, and I was just like, well, shit. You got the floor now since we on the topic. Yeah. So then, you know, she was just like, well, yeah, I thought about it before. And then she said she used to, because of, she said it was because of, later on when we talked about it, she was just like, she had like a low-key crush on me, or she wanted to see what that be like, because of how everybody used to, you know, give reviews, and how I used to be talking, and you know how I used to have them dudes crazy about me and stuff like that right there. I guess she wanted to experience it. Guess she wanted to see what that be like. And I'm just like, you know, I can't blame you. Now I attract the both sides. You get what I'm saying? I knew that anyway, but it's just like, in the situation, if I was to go that way, swing that way or whatever, I would not be the female in the situation. I would be God. So I was just like, it's no pleasure in it for me, because I don't think no pleasure will come from a female eating me, because I'm just like, I don't know, y'all, it is weird for me for a female to eat me. I ain't never had a female eat me. I didn't ate plenty, but I didn't, you know, I don't know, is that weird? So basically, so after that, after she just got to talking or whatever, and then I was just like, what the hell? So then that just sparked a whole new thing or whatever. So then one day we was texting, literally I think the next day or the day after that or whatever, we was texting, and you know, we would always have our like our routine. We would go to school together, you know, we would do other stuff and a part of our friend group. And you know, at this point in time, like we was, you know, I'm not gonna give y'all too much information, but it was just like, I was just like, bro, you know, what sparked that? I was like, what? You know, why you never tell me that, and why, and this, and that. That's when she told me, like, oh, you know, like this, that, and the third. And I was just like, well, shit. You know, like, okay. Then I started feeling weird about it, because I was just like, I never looked at you like that. Like, I swear to y'all, out of all the experiences that I was having with others, I was just like, I never thought about her like that, like ever. And I still don't even think of her like that. That's probably why our friendship probably ended. One of the reasons why, but we're gonna get into that another story time, because yeah. I was just like, okay, cool or whatever. So basically she was just trying to say like, oh, that she wanted to experience it one time. She want me to, I guess, you know what I mean? Goddamn. I'm talking about it. And I'm just like, I mean, I wasn't opposed to it. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna sit here and lie and say I didn't do it. I did. So we're gonna get into that. So boom. It was one day we was at my folks' house or whatever. I ain't gonna tell y'all which folks. We was at my folks' house or whatever, and nobody was there. And you know, it was weird as hell. Like she, you know, took her pants down, and I was just like, okay, period. I didn't expect it to look like that or whatever. It was kind of fat or whatever, but you know, I went down there, did a little 1 2 1 2. She was going crazy, and I'm just like, trying not to taste it. It was a little like, I wouldn't say, it was a little twangy-ish, you know, but it didn't stink. It was a little twangy-ish, but it didn't stink, if y'all get what I'm saying. I don't know, maybe it was because we was at school all day or something, I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, after that it was just so weird and so awkward, y'all, because after that, like, I feel like our friendship completely changed, because I was always like, I don't care, I don't have no feelings for nobody. I was dogging people, like I was, you know, in this relationship, that relationship, with this guy and that guy, and she knew that though. Like, I feel like after we got done, she was just like, you know, she gave me a hug and stuff, and I was just like, okay, you know. And I was just like, I should have never did it, because I feel like that fucked up our friendship. She probably just fell in love. I don't know. I just have that effect on people. No cocky shit. No cocky shit. No lie. Like, I'm telling you now, every person I done dealt with, literally, they might say but they be the same way on my soul. I done had dudes standing outside my window, popping up at my jobs, all type of stuff. So please, I ain't tomorrow. Well, what you be doing to them? Nothing. Literally, I know what I do. I know I gets down. If I really gets down with you, like, and then it be the dudes that be crashing out for me, or the people like her that be crashing out for me or getting weird for me, and I ain't even really showed you 100% of nothing. I gave you a sample. No cocky. No cocky. I swear it. I'm just telling y'all the stories of my lives. Literally. After that change, I was just like, man, I can't make this up. If I would have known that, I would have never did it. But she asked. I delivered. Who am I to deny her of that satisfaction? She did hug me. Like, she wanted to kiss me a little bit, and I'm just like, I don't know. But yeah, I just never looked at her like that, y'all. And I feel like that ruined our friendship. After that, we never did it again or whatever. And yeah, we was friends for many years after that, and then our friendship ended. I wouldn't say recently, I would say a couple years ago, because, well, for me it ended a couple years ago, because I felt like we got too close in that aspect of, you know, overstepping boundaries and stuff like that. So yeah, it is what it is, y'all. That is why I feel like you shouldn't do anything with your friends. You shouldn't, like, you know, explore anything with your friends if you want the relationship to stay the same. That's all I gotta tell y'all. Y'all should learn this from this video. Like, normally y'all probably don't learn nothing from my story times, but if you want to take anything away, take away that you should not mix like friendship with pleasure. You should not, you know, F your friends. You should not do any of that, because it's just gonna cause confusion and people gonna start acting weird. Then now y'all fighting because y'all don't F each other. So one person got caught feelings and one person don't feel the same way. So it is what it is. But yeah, y'all, if y'all enjoyed this little story time of mine, I know I kept it a little short, you know, because I'm not gonna, you know, rehash our whole friendship, because, you know, like, for what? But anyway, make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye.